gone. Alright, so here we go. Now you can see inside. What happened was, when working this, I know I had to replace part of the, hey, there's a lightning bug. I guess I should invest in some gloves too. But this was in here, you can see the spots on the wheel well. The wheel well's perfect. That must be galvanized or some weird stuff. So I'm going to spend a little time straightening that flange out. And I'm just trying to do some of this because once I put this corner in, it's going to cover all that up. It's going to be hard to weld in there. And I can pop some holes in here and do my plug welds into my new panel that I'm going to make. Anyway, that's where we're at. Progress, time override. So, I'm having a hell of a time trying to download these things. But, I'll get the hang of it eventually. I gotta get busy, so catch you later. That time of the year. I don't need no stinking badges. Alright, let me catch you up. What I've been doing. While that stuff was drying yesterday, I started cleaning up on that hitch a little bit and those bumper mounts. And what I'm doing right now is, if you can see those holes down there, that's where the floor is. And that's the piece I'm going to have to replace. A wheel well. I'm doing pretty good. I couldn't get my hole punch in there, so I'm going to just punch my patch panel and then weld it from the inside onto that. You can see that's the bed floor, and where I have access inside, I'm going to plug weld onto my new panel. And what I've been doing right now is just test fitting 100 times my piece. That's, as far as I can tell, you know, pay now or pay later. And the more time you spend setting this in, better off. But boy, even just a little couple holes. I guess what happened, as far as I can tell, is mud or something got trapped between that panel and these brackets. Somewhat the way they're designed, they just sit flat along the panel line. Kind of a design error, because I've had this thing filled up many times with mud. But anyway, you can see where I made a kind of a cut here. Hard to get my blade into my new piece. So once I get my new piece set, I'll work on the rest of this. So I'm gonna get busy. Alright. Well, that checked out. I'm doing it nice and slow. I don't want to get any heat in this. But so far so good. My new part's a little dented here and there. Most of this stuff I'm really not sure about the bodywork aspect of it. Where I'm living right now is getting ready to get cold as hell and pretty wet all the time. So far what I've been doing is just the metal work and then covering up with some rust bullet temporarily. And then I'm going to do my body work, you know, when I can get some paint on it, I guess. Kind of what's going on over here is I just got a big compressor, big enough to spray some paint, and that's kind of my dream, you know, is to be able to paint some of my stuff. Can't afford to have somebody do it for me, and kind of like the idea of doing it myself. Most of the stuff I've been watching the last couple of years now is, you know, before I got into high speed, was books and anything I could watch on TV, I guess, about it. But now with YouTube, I can learn a lot more about the aspect of paint, and I actually have learned quite a bit about at least the terminology. But that's my goal, is to maybe convert my carport into a big booth. Of course, the old lady doesn't think it'd be a nice carport, but that's where I'll be painting my buggies. So anyway, I may do that this winter. I'm not sure. I'll start on it anyway. Kind of show you what I got going on for a compressor. It's 5 horse, and it seems to be doing pretty good. I don't know much about this unit. Got it on Craigslist. Kind of took a gamble, and once I finally got the wiring all done, it works pretty good so far. Anyway, that's where we're at on that one. So, got that tacked up. I think what I'll do now is slowly zip it up and then start on that patch panel. I'm already limited in my tools, but I've already worked out a piece for this. Hammered and dollied. I mean, I don't have any shrinkers or nothing, so I'm just trying to do it with hammers and dollies and vices and whatever I can use. So hopefully it won't be too rank looking, and I'll be able to clean it all up with my body work. But alright, it's gonna get busy. This thing fitting pretty good. My game plan, I think, is to start in this corner, push my way that way. And once I get this tacked, it'll unloosen this, push it back in, pull that in. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is you waste a few bucks on a part and you have to go get another one, but I guess finally you just got to get in there and do it, you know. I've thought this over a million times, but once you start getting in there, I guess it just changes. It turns into a different animal. So far that's what it looks like. I popped some holes underneath there on this piece for the mounting tabs underneath. And I popped a couple holes here for some plug welds to the floor pan, where I can't get to over here because of the gas tank setup. That's where we're at. And keep moving. It's hard filming and working and angling the camera and watching my dog and not screwing up. Alright, it's a little bit warm. I'm getting her stitched in. Now, this was hard right in here. For some reason this, I guess maybe the part was different than this piece, but I took a hacksaw blade and got in there and just got them level. Work my way around. I still got the plug welds, but I'm going to wait until I get everything repaired inside and then pop those things in. Now I'm going to unplug that and pull those together. So that's where I'm at. A little at a time. Out. So far, so good. It's cooling down quick. Get busy. I just can't take it no more. World's just gone crazy. Alright. Chopping onions. Let's see if I can get you guys set up. This is the stuff I'm putting underneath there. Rust bullet. I bought the 6-shooter, and I'm glad, because these little cans, once you open them, you really need to use them up within a certain period of time or they go bad. And I just had a small, like a half a can, and it was pretty much skinned over pretty bad, but it had some of the shit in it, so I went ahead and did the inside of my patch panel, and I'm working on doing some more stuff inside of there, and that's it. So let's keep it going. Got some tools. Lazy bastard.